मुझे ऐसा मतलब अभी आपसे बात करके ये समझ में आ रहा है, जैसे कई बार बॉडी लैंग्वेज एक्सपर्ट्स होते
जी।
हैं जो बिना शब्दों के
जी।
समझ लेते कि भाई पर्सनैलिटी कैसा है,
जी।
कॉन्फिडेंट है कि नहीं,
जी।
या फिर वो लो फील कर रहा है। वैसे आई थिंक आप हैंड से थोड़ा एक काइंड ऑफ जज कर लेते हो कि यार ये क्या है, कैसा करता है क्या नहीं करता, राइट?
जी।
तो सर कुछ एग्जांपल्स दे सकते हो आप?
ओके, तो पहला करेक्शन ये रहेगा कि हम लोग जज नहीं करते, हम एनालाइज करते हैं।
हम्म।
तो आई एम ए एनालिस्ट।
हाँ।
अच्छा, तो फ़र्क क्या है
हम्म।
इमरान जजमेंट में और एनालिसिस में?
हाँ।
तो अगर मैं आपकी एनालिसिस कर रहा हूँ तो आई एम एनालाइजिंग, सो दैट मीन्स आई एम स्टिल ओपन दैट जीशान कैन बी +1 or -1 this way. I'm clear about it. Like, I'm still analyzing. It's a situation, right? But if I'm judging, I'm declaring, like, this is who you are.
थप्पा लगा रहा है कि
Yeah,
तू
thappa
ऐसा
laga
है।
la. It's judgment. No, I don't do judge people. I no, I'm not in the business of judging people. I analyze people.
समझ रहा हूँ।
So as much as I can, I'm still giving you the benefit. I may be wrong, but I'm still want to go closer to you to find out exactly the way you are.
That's a such a beautiful way to go in life in general. It's not just about handwriting या फिर एक लाइफ का कुछ भी। मुझे लगता है आप लोग, हम सब मैक्सिमम टाइम जज करते हैं लोगों को
True.
rather than analyzing. ये तो लाइफ का एक प्रिंसिपल बन सकता है कि यार स्टार्ट एनालाइजिंग पीपल rather than judging people.
True.
और हम सब बोलते बहुत बहुत है कि हम जज नहीं करते, लेकिन एक्चुअल में हम सब जज करते हैं। तो ये दिमाग में अगर हम उसको रिप्रोग्राम करेंगे कि यार अब जज मत करो, कि ठीक है लेट्स एनालाइज कि यार इसका पैटर्न क्या है, और समझने, और हमेशा ओपन टू द पॉसिबिलिटी कि चेंज हो सकता है, हम गलत हो
जी।
कई बार, लेकिन अंदर वो लोगों के अंदर वो सेल्फ अवेयरनेस नहीं होता।
सही बात है, मैं आपकी बात मानता हूँ। और दूसरी चीज़ भी बताऊँ कि एज मच एज वी आर जजिंग, वी आर ऑल्सो एनालाइजिंग। वी आर अ नेचुरल एनालिस्ट। मैं आपको बताऊँ जीशन भाई, when you met me, the first few seconds you were analyzing me, like you got some vibe, you felt something, and it happens. Like when you go to a party and you know, okay, I want to talk to this guy. Like there's something about this person, right? You know, you go to a place, like there's something nice about this place. Like when somebody looks at you, you know what type of a look it is, right? People are always a good analyst. That's your natural instincts, by the way. We're very good at it. Like that's how you're. But the problem is we practice the muscle of judgment more than the analyst. So, for example, I'm judging people by the way he's dressing, the way he is actually, what car he's using or what brands he's using or the language he is using. I'm judging that. And I'm using that muscle more. That means I'm judging more, so I see that more. But if I'm being analytical, okay, the reason why he's so upset is because of that. What people are not seeing is that, he's just getting angry, but he's the one who actually got triggered. Can you see that we don't analyze the situation? Even in the road rage, even in a argument, even in a disagreement, we are not really analyzing what is happening. Either you take a side or you choose not to be a part of it. Right? Have you realized this? Like, you don't really get in. And many people don't even analyze. They jump in to solve the problem. No, you need to really analyze that.
हाँ, solve problem डायरेक्टली ये गलत कर रहा है, इसने मारा, इसने कुछ गलत किया होगा, इसको मारो। मतलब एक डायरेक्ट इंस्टेंट आता है कि फटाक से जज करके हम एक्शन लेते हैं लाइफ में। और आई थिंक ये एक गलत चीज़ है जो लाइफ में हमें कभी नहीं करना चाहिए। और आप वो भी अपने हैंडराइटिंग इसमें भी आप नहीं करते हो, rather than judging, you analyze. So what are the things you analyze?
So I analyze many things. So let me break it down for you one by one. One thing is I want people to really understand how do you really take a decision. So हम लोग इसको बोलते हैं, आपका एक पैटर्न होता है जो थिंकिंग पैटर्न होता है। तो आपका सोचने का तरीका क्या है? आप हर कोई चीज़ को, या डिसीजन हो या कोई भी रिस्पॉन्स हो आपकी ज़िंदगी में, आप उसको कैसे करते हैं, ये हमें समझ में नहीं आता। बिकॉज हमें लगता है कि एक बार किया, सही हो गया, तो आपको लगता है कि यही करना चाहिए। लेकिन आपका एक गो टू फैक्टर होता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आपको मैं कोई भी चीज़ समझाऊँ, सी यू आर मोर ऑफ ए क्यूमुलेटिव एज अ पर्सन. A cumulative person needs information. He understands things. After this, you do this. After this, you do this. So there's a segment which you follow. There's a process which you follow. And anytime you see one process is not complete, you don't like to go to the another process. So when I'm doing recruitment, when I'm doing hiring, I need to understand, is this your strength? I want people who are process oriented. I want people who can follow a system which is already created. And that's how employment is defined, because people are hired because they can be followed a process. They can actually do certain thing. And many times people are not made for that. That's why entrepreneurs' approach is different, right? And because it's a system which is already there. That's why we are very comfortable and as an employee than actually being an entrepreneur, because as an employee, there's always a action plan, right? There is a process. आपको ये करना है, आपकी ये
इतना
जिम्मेदारी है,
ऐसा रहेगा।
ये है. So when you see that clarity, you're confident.
वो एक सर्टेनिटी रहती
हाँ.
है, एनएलपी बोलते हैं ना,
Yeah,
सर्टेनिटी
certainty.
नीड होती है। हाँ
And the moment you don't have that, you get little like यार मुझे बताओ क्या करना है,
हाँ,
like क्या करना है.
एंशियसनेस आता नहीं, समझ में आता है, और इसलिए कई बार एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप लोग करते भी नहीं है।
हाँ. So people think, oh, entrepreneurship is exciting. That's why they jump in without even understanding their thinking pattern. Right? So you need to really know how to do it. For example, now we're having a conversation. Even though you're listening to me, there is a process which is you're looking at, like you're picking up some words, you're preparing your question. That's your go-to factor. Not everybody has that. Sometimes people ask questions, I'm answering them, they're not listening. They're preparing the next question. Because that's how your brain is trained. And we don't understand that, Zishan bhai. So when I analyze people's handwriting, I give you the power to understand what is your thinking pattern. So 4 cheezein batao. How you learn anything, how you decide, whether you react or respond, what are your natural abilities. All these things are part of your thinking patterns. People don't know this. If I ask you, you will take some time to think, and immediate focus will be, you will go back to some situations and scenarios to see how you dealt
कैसा
that.
किया था पहले, हाँ,
And then you will tell, oh, that I think this is how I am.
हाँ
But you're not sum of all the incidences of your life, right? So you're a unique person. You handle situations uniquely because everything is different.
right.
Second thing is, many of us are always learning programs to find out what is not working for you, right? So you're always sitting down and finding out what is wrong with you. You're always sitting down and finding out what you should be improving, rather than focusing on what are your natural strengths. What comes to you effortlessly. Like you don't have to work towards it. When you speak effortlessly. When you act effortlessly. When you do something which comes to you natural, like you're doing the podcast, like it comes to you so natural. Like you don't have to be worried about where light is, because you're just in your zone. Many of us don't pay attention to what we are really good at. Do you know that's the sad part? Like even though you're watching this podcast right now, you will be sitting there like, what can I improve, right? What should I fix in my life? Why are you not paying attention that what is your natural strength? And how do you know that? Allow your handwriting to do the talking, because it's subconscious. It's coming to naturally. Like I meet people who have amazing flow of thoughts. They have amazing ability of having a conversation, but they know it, but they never thought they're really good at it. So that's why I always tell this, if Zishan would have not done what you're doing right now, you have deprived people of you, so many people of you, by not showing up here. I'm so glad that you got present to it. And how Zishan got present to it? He did it, he saw it, and he continued doing it. How many of you have this power? How many of you have this confidence? How many of you are willing to take that? So the idea is that if you really identify your real strength, my focus is that don't come to me and tell me what is wrong with your signature. Come to me and tell me that, Imran, what is that which I need to really master? What is that one muscle which I need to really take it forward so it comes to me effortlessly?
राइट ये एक चीज़ हमारा एजुकेशन, आपको लगता है आवर एजुकेशन सिस्टम हैज़ मेड अस लाइक दैट, कि कई बार हमें, जैसे हम जब स्कूल कॉलेजेस में हम पढ़ते थे, तो अगर मैं मैथ्स में अच्छा हूँ, अरे टुटे उसको जाने दे, मैथ्स को जाने दे, मैथ्स में अच्छे मार्क्स आ रहे हैं, साइंस में तेरा खराब है, साइंस पे मेहनत कर, साइंस पे तेरे को ज़्यादा अच्छे मार्क्स ना, तू साइंस में फेल हो रहा है तो उधर एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट डालेंगे, उसमें एक्स्ट्रा लगाएंगे, तो आपको लगता है वो वायरिंग ऐसा होने लगी?
See, it's so easy to blame the education system, and it's so easy to find faults with what we have gone through as a process, but we have already gone through it. And if it was so bad, see, we are parents right now. Even though I did not like mathematics, calculus, and all those theories, I still expect my child to follow that, right? I have put him in the best of his school to make sure that he gets it, even though I did not ask him whether he enjoys it or not. So that's a vicious circle. So let's not go there. But let me point out something very interesting. Have you realized the person who was good with mathematics, and if you ask him what he wanted to do in his life, he always interested in doing arts or anything which was beyond medicine and engineering. And he never had like, you're so good with mathematics, you should be doing engineering. So can you see that it's not necessarily that you're good at something, it's something which you want to practice. Like, you got it. And I have seen my friends who were so smart, and I asked them, what do you want to do? Like, yeah, I want to do theater. I want to do, this aspect of like, why you can simply clear your CAT exam, you can be in IIM, like, yeah, I know I can do that, but no, I know like. So you need to really understand your natural strengths. That's how my invitation to people is that, come, let me help you to
Analyze yourself.
Analyze yourself. Find out what comes to you naturally.
And I think that's ये सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है. मैं जितना अपनी लाइफ में पढ़ते जा रहा हूँ, बुक्स पढ़ते जा रहा हूँ, रियलाइज़ करते लाइफ में आगे बढ़ते जा रहा हूँ ना, मुझे ऐसा रियलाइज़ हो रहा है ना, एवरीथिंग इज़ अबाउट क्लैरिटी। कितना आप क्लियरली अपने आप को जानते हो, आपको क्या चाहिए, और आई थिंक दैट्स इट। आपको क्या चाहिए, आप किस
True.
तरह से क्या मतलब कोर फंडामेंटल, मुझे लगता है ये हमें क्लैरिटी नहीं, हम है ना बहुत डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो जाते हैं। हम कोई पॉडकास्ट को देख लेते हैं कि यार इसमें रियल एस्टेट में करोड़ों कमा रहा है, लेट्स डू रियल एस्टेट भाई, इसमें बहुत पैसा है, चलो करते करते हैं। या फिर अरे ये लोग पॉडकास्ट करो, चलो करते 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 करते। ठीक है आप कर लोगे, लेकिन क्या आप सच में उसको एंजॉय भी करो? जैसे आपने बताया ना, मैं पॉडकास्ट क्यों कर रहा हूँ, मैंने अपना वाई क्लियर किया। जैसे स्टार्ट विथ वाई, साइमन सिनेक की बुक है, मैंने उससे बोला स्टार्ट विथ वाई। तो पॉडकास्ट मेरा करने का रीज़न सिर्फ ये नहीं था कि यार चलता है, हाँ वो एक रीज़न था, सोने पे सुहागा कि चलता है, बट मैंने अपने वाई क्लियर की, नहीं मुझे जेन्युइनली लोगों से बात करना पसंद है। मेरे को अच्छा लगता है जब मैं इंटरेस्टिंग लोगों से मिलता हूँ, उनसे बात करता हूँ, वो मुझे ऐसे स्टिमुलेट करते हैं, मतलब बताते हैं, अलग वे ऑफ नेटवर्किंग भी हो जाती है, सीखने भी मिल जाता है। मतलब एक चीज़ करने से कितने सारे फ़ायदे होते हैं। इसीलिए आई थिंक आई एम विलिंग टू डू इट, कि भाई चल नहीं चलेगा 10 बार तो भी मैं करूँगा, क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा भी लग रहा है, मुझे सीखने भी मिल रहा है। बट लोगों के अंदर वो नहीं आता, इसलिए लोग कर भी नहीं पाते। पॉडकास्ट अगर मैं बोलता हूँ भाई आज जाके पॉडकास्ट चालू करो, आप करो, मज़ा आएगा, मतलब आपको बहुत सक्सेस मिल सकती है, लेकिन वो लोग को नहीं मिलेगी क्योंकि लोग करेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि उनको मज़ा ही नहीं आ रहा है, उनको सुनना ही नहीं है, उनको उनको सिर्फ अपना बताना है, अपना बोलना है। अगर आपको ये बातें काम की लगी होगी तो डू चेक आउट द फुल पॉडकास्ट यार, जाके देखो, डिटेल में चीज़ों को समझो, तब ज़्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएगा, ज़्यादा अच्छे से आप अपनी ज़िंदगी में चीज़ें अप्लाई कर पाओगे। थैंक्स सो मच एंड सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल।